Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is Marv Gaming, and today I'll be going back and taking a look at Critical Ops once again. My last official Critical Ops video was a rant on Critical Ops, and today I'm not going to be that immature and irrational about the game, but as the title kind of suggests, I will be discussing, in my opinion, why I think Critical Ops will eventually shrivel up and die. Personally, I see no doubt in my mind that this will eventually happen. All that really matters is at this point details and time. I guess at one point that happens. But unless the developers really get their act together and see what's right, I don't think this game will be very successful in the long run. Maybe it'll have a few couple good months or some good days in terms of tournaments and stuff like that. But as I can see it right now, I don't think this game will succeed in the long run. And I want to talk about that. In today's video, and I also want to discuss ranked mode, which kind of ties in with it, as well as that was the most recent big update to the game, and I wanted to take a while to play ranked mode and to really gather my thoughts and opinions on it. And so far, well, I'm looking at my notes here. None of them are negative. I'm sorry, none of them are positive. Tricked you, haha. No, that was just my mess up. But yeah, none of them are positive whatsoever. So right now, I'm going to get into my feedback for ranked mode. So, first thing is pretty self explanatory, and that is no voice chat in ranked. Why? Why would you introduce a competitive mode and not have voice chat? Like, it's not a technological hardship, all right? Voice chat on mobile has been in the mobile scene since Nova 3, okay? There is some way to put voice chat. You can have Discord open in the background, Skype open in the background. Voice chat is a thing, especially on mobile, and you can put it in your game. I don't think it's that hard to put in voice chat into your game. Now, the hard part might be, maybe making it have a little less delay to it. I don't know. I don't know the specifics of voice over IP, but I do know that it has been in mobile games before, and they've done so fairly well. Gameloft did it in such a way where nobody really used it because they were very casual games, and I don't think there was a need to be able to communicate with your teammates that way. But Critical Ops, obviously being a competitive FPS, you need to communicate with your teammates, and typing in chat just doesn't cut it. Honestly, it does not. So another thing I want to talk about in terms of ranked mode is the fact that you cannot queue with your friends in ranked, or you can't play with friends specifically in a game here. You might be lucky and play with a friend, but as of right now, you can't like say, "Hey, here are my two buddies. Let's go play some ranked mode in Critical Ops." You can't do that at the moment, which is kind of disappointing, and I would expect that to be either have been added by this point or be added in the next update. If it's not in the next update, then I have my doubts about it ever being added whatsoever. And the argument might be, well, just go into a private game with another team or something like that. But what if it's just me and a buddy? Like I can't do that. I don't want to play a 2v5. Like that doesn't make sense. And to go through the effort of finding another person or another group of people to play with, that's just stupid. I shouldn't have to do that, especially when we have the ranking system already. I should just be able to queue up with them. So I don't know if it's a matter of them wanting to either figure out the ranking system or at least like have it balanced and stuff like that. Because I know CS:GO still has some issues with that, and there was like a bunch of rebalancing and stuff like that in the past year, I believe. But I don't see any reason to not be able to queue with your friends personally. I may be stupid and blind to this reason, but unless it's brought up to my attention, I still don't think they should not have it in the game. So on to the second half of my Critical Ops video, and I'm gonna talk about in my opinion, why I think this game is going to ultimately shrivel up and die. Again, as I said, it's kind of a matter of detail and a matter of time at this point. I think it is somewhat inevitable until the developers can get their act together, in my opinion. So I have two main reasons. One of them is just there's not a big audience for a hardcore competitive FPS on mobile, and that's honestly why this game is free to play, to attract new people to the game. And I just don't see the developers at some point keeping profit for this game. Eventually probably most likely they will start to lose profit, and the cost to make the game will outweigh the profit that they get. And again, is it a matter of time? Yes. I don't see when, considering that they've added new updates and stuff like that. They're delaying it for the time being. But honestly, I mean, unless, and I don't want to say they should add in-app purchases because obviously that ruins a competitive game. But the skins don't have a marketplace where you can trade them, so they're honestly they're kind of useless in my opinion. Of course, I do the missions you can do every day, but just because that's free, like I don't have to pay for that. I don't pay for skins in Critical Ops because I don't see a reason to. There's no incentive for me to pay for anything in Critical Ops, so I haven't. And I do want to mention that I was an alpha tester on the Facebook for the PC. I think, gosh, that's like 3 years ago, 4 years ago? No, definitely like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. So I've seen this game develop. And again, it is really sad to see how it is today. Of course, you have graphical improvement, more skins and stuff like that. But beside that, I haven't seen any improvement. I really haven't. Since the start of the game's unveiling with the Facebook Alpha on PC. I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. The game actually probably got a bit more clunky now that it's been on mobile. And obviously, I would like it to be on mobile. It's a mobile FPS, and of course, they're shutting down the PC version, which I agree with. There's no reason to keep that up and running. But yeah, so another big issue why I see this game failing is the fact that the developers have such a lack of control over the community, especially in hacking and people being AFK in the new ranked mode. I have to tell you, I have not been in a game without an AFK person. Every single game I've played, I've had at least one AFK person, whether that be for a half of the game, the full game, a couple rounds or so. There's no penalty for being AFK. Now you might be saying, well, wait, being AFK for a couple rounds isn't that bad, right? Well, that's debatable, especially if you agreed to play in a ranked mode. There should be a bit of a punishment, and it's kind of weird how they haven't actually figured out a way to detect AFK people yet. At least in Critical Ops, there have probably been a ton of games on mobile that will detect AFK people, but right now it's just a matter of punishing those people, and I don't see a punishment yet. So yeah, especially hackers. That's also another big issue. I'm not naming names or anything here, but I've heard stories of hackers in competitive tournaments, which I don't doubt. But I've also heard of people, those specific hackers, telling other clan members or teammates how to hack during a tournament. So yeah, there's no really big punishments for that. They like let those people back into play. So yeah, it's definitely weird. I know in Counter Strike, Valve will instantly ban. Just ban. Whether that be a 1 year ban or a permanent ban, it's a ban, all right? And that's something saying, it's basically Valve saying you cannot cheat. And with Critical Force right now, I don't see like a very direct response here or a very punishing response. So definitely a bit sad to see that going on and hackers being in tournaments. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a controversial game. On the one hand, it's a great basic shooter, like no doubt about that. If you want to go kill some time, play DM in Critical Ops. But on the other hand, as a competitive experience, jump shooting is super accurate. Grenades are stupid. The damage model is really stupid. The economic system is really it's kind of flat. But it's kind of the matter of the community's opinion. If the majority of people don't like it, then they've got to change something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.